Well, I'm creating this video for clothing brand owners because a lot of you guys are all over the place when it comes to creating content, right? It's a lot of product focused content. There's been a lot of products laying on the ground. I'm seeing products laying on the beach, products laying on a car, garage, and just everywhere. And I see a lot of just models standing still in the product. So the goal of this video is to kind of introduce you all to finding an aesthetic and attaching your brand to it. So I recently made a post with the cover image being, what's your aesthetic? Check that out. So just to name a few I mentioned in that post, which was Core being a utilitarian fashion aesthetic that blends outdoor gear with everyday wear. Clean Girl, which is a modern minimalistic aesthetic rooted in simplicity, wellness, and effortless polish. And Opium being a dark, high fashion streetwear aesthetic born from punk, metal, and avant-garde roots. So the first stage is finding that aesthetic or whatever aesthetic you want to touch your brand to. After you have found that aesthetic, it's time to analyze the aesthetic. So by analyzing, I mean understanding the editing styles of the photos and videos within that aesthetic. So things such as color grading, sharpness, lighting, pacing, even understanding the music, the type of music being used within that aesthetic. And by understanding this, you'll be able to recreate that same vibe within your brand. And that's the thing you want to create. You want to create that emotion, that atmosphere within your brand. So the reason I'm giving this information and content, about content and aesthetic is because it's the foundation of growth. In order to kind of build your growth strategy with running paid ads, you want to first have content that kind of resonates with the customer. And in order to attract a target customer, like I said, you want to have content that resonates with them. And after you got this done, the next stage would be product design and understanding the prevalent silhouettes of that aesthetic. So remember, cash flow is king, and to make money with your brand, you want to know your target customer, or you're trying to build the type of silhouettes that exist within that world. How are you going to communicate your product to your target customer? If you want help finding your aesthetic and coming up with some content ideas for your brand and kind of just building clarity around the type of brand you want to build, I do help with that. However, I do charge $50 just for that because that's not my main offer. My main offer is running ads and building out emails and SMS systems. However, I do want to kind of weed away those brand owners who are not serious about growing their brands, who literally just selling clothes. I want people who want to actually build a brand and not just sell clothes. If this interests you, you can DM me and I set up a Zoom call and I can build out everything with the Figma file and all that. But see you guys on the next video. What the fuck?